Hi, my name is Nicole, and this is my HDFS 438 final video. So coming into this class, I didn't really know what to expect. I'd taken one other HDFS course previously to this, and that was HDFS 201, which was kind of just like an introduction, like birth to death development type of course, and that was a requirement for my nursing prerequisites. But I'd never taken a diversity course before, and these ideas that were presented were all very new to me. So when the course began, I initially just started taking in all this new information, but right away I could just tell how important this was all going to be just in my everyday life, but also in my future nursing career, with working with those of different identities, different races, genders, sexualities, just learning how to address and work with all of these different people. But one of the main ideas that had really stuck with me throughout this course was whiteness, and like along with that coming white privilege. And this idea being that just being white in our society today will allow you just certain benefits over other races. And it's just this expected racial comfort in society. And an example of this would just be this privilege of having a more positive relationship with like the police or law enforcement and not having to worry about being harassed by these law enforcement. So obviously I am white and I come from an area that is also predominantly white. But this is something that I never really thought about before, until I got into this class and started doing some of the readings, specifically in Helms's reading of Towards a Model of White Racial Identity Development. She talks about how white people don't want to acknowledge the fact that they are white. They actually want to deny it. They'll say things such as that they're Irish, or they're Italian, or they're Jewish, or they're Catholic. And this can be because of some of the negative connotations that are associated with being white. So when this topic came into the discussion, along with the color line, I continually just kind of thought about my hometown, and so I'm from San Rafael, which is in Marin County in the Bay Area. And so if you don't know where that is, Marin County is like 30 minutes north of San Francisco. And this area is predominantly white, and it is very wealthy. So when like the color line came into conversation, this is just something that I would think about, mainly because this area of Marin County is a white space. And the people that live there, I'm not going to say everyone, but the majority of people that do live there are very entitled. And this can be, and I think this is due to their socioeconomic status and their race. And they're probably going through their everyday lives with this privilege, and they don't even know that they do have this white privilege in this society, and they're not realizing what other races are having to deal with on an everyday basis. So this course was very eye-opening to that, especially because that is where I'm from, and those are the people that I was surrounded with on an everyday basis. So overall, I am very grateful for this class, to have been exposed to all this new information regarding gender and race, and just seeing how all these other cultures are living, and just learning how to accept my whiteness